Pokeastuff.com and YouTube. So today I'm going to be showing a more in-depth part to burning Xbox games onto discs to play on your Xbox, because I've been getting a lot of questions in the description for my first video on the end part if you want to truncate, or probably pronouncing it wrong, but overburn, or the other part. And so I'm just going to show that here. So um, right here I have uh, a relatively new Elder Scrolls that came out. It's not the newer one, but it's a newer version. It has basically everything. It has all of the add-ons for free. Well, it's for free to us. So I would just go here and get the torrent and launch application and download. And then it would be downloading here, and this is pretty big, the file size. I already downloaded it, so I'm just going to delete it. But there's another file you have to download right here. One of the disks files in the file I just downloaded in this one of the disk files, there's two disks, that's why it's so large. One of the disk files, the second one, there's an error in it. The ABGX doesn't register, that it doesn't know that it's an actual Xbox game. So this just fixes it. I would just download this too. Launch application and download. And then I can put what to actually do in the description, but this is where I got the link for the fix, just by this guy right here. So if you look here, just place the three files in the same folder, and then run the .bat file, and it should take a while because it has to recreate the entire ISO. And then you just run it through ABGX. Okay, so after you have these, what you're going to do is know where the game file is. And I'm going to show you a little bit more with ABGX as well. You may have seen me click some settings on here in the first tutorial that I told you to do, but I didn't realize back then that you could actually save the settings to default. I didn't look that much into ABGX. I didn't think I had to. So I set the veracity level to high. It just means you can see the most of what's actually happening when the ABGX is running, so you just see exactly what's happening. It doesn't just give you kind of the basic outline of what's happening, it gives you everything. I would click these three. The use colors just makes it look better. Check for corruption, check for updates, check for game partition, CRC when needed. That should always be checked. And this part here, I seem to have some comments here. I've only had to use this once. No, sorry, not that. This patch video files. You only really have to use this once. This is only really I've only used this once just for the Dead Island game that I put in the description. I told you just to click this, and you have to search for the files here, and it would actually be in. This is where I put it. This is where the default location is for the stealth files. See, and you have all of them here. I put them all in the link in the description. One of them you can't get anymore, so I actually put that. I'm not sure which one it is, but I put it in one of my, I think it's box, whatever it's called. I put a link in the description to download it, so you would have all the files. For some reason, ABGX doesn't give you one of them. I don't understand why, but all of them are here. So the only reason you'd have to use the stealth files is if ABGX asks you to use the stealth files. There's no other reason to use it. So just leave this blank, not unchecked. And you can click this if you want, if you're really paranoid that it didn't stealth, but if ABGX says that it's stealth, then it's probably fine. Here, autofix threshold to 3. This one, this one, this one. Yeah. Rebuilding, default method. And console region, you can select this. And right here, I selected, this shows that you're in the US or Canada. This one's obviously Australia or New Zealand, so on and so forth. So if you're in Canada or the US, I would click this one. And the other ones, if you're not in any of these countries, I would search up on Google region codes for whatever your country is. Okay, so preferred language, mine is English. Set this to added if it doesn't exist or isn't valid. For set and images, extract whenever. Okay, So in this part I didn't show you. Go up here, File, and then Save Settings, and just save it as default. So every time ABJX loads, it'll load with these settings, which is unfortunately what I didn't show you last time. Okay, so I'm going to search for the file which I downloaded right here, which is the Skyrim 5 Legendary Edition PAL and the United States. So disk 1, double click, and launch. Okay, so you can see it kind of right away. It shows a lot more than it does with the other one. It shows you the actual, oops, it shows you the actual data here that it's actually doing, like physically. I already ran this through, so there were no problems. You just have to let it load. So I'm going to pause this and then wait for it to finish, then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back, so it just finished right here. There we go, so it's all done. Green is good, it's all done. Just press exit or the enter key, and then all you have to do is get the other ISO file. So go back, disk 2, double this one. So this one, sorry, I already patched it. I'll go into the file here. Right here, you would have to download the, I shouldn't have deleted it. You have to download the files that I said here. This one, the strange fix, and there's 3 files in there, like I said, in this part here. There's just 3 files. Just drag them into this directory, the disk2 directory with everything. It's not going to say patched. This is what it says after it's done. It says the name of the ISO and then patched. Okay, so just drag the 3 files in here and double click on the .bat file. If you don't know what a .bat file is, just comment in the description. I'll try and explain it to you. Okay, so double click on that, and it would take about, it took me about 5 minutes for it to finish. It creates a completely new ISO just to fix it. Okay, so I have disk 2 selected in here, and launch. Okay, so same thing. At the top here, it's going to go yellow. I can't really show you because I have to hold this up or it goes to the bottom. Right where under it says server file abjx.dat, it's going to go yellow and just say that there isn't a .dvd file. That's okay. It just creates one for you. And then everything else should be fine. Just let it do its thing. And I'll come back when this one's almost done. Okay, we're back. So it just finished. So everything's green. Just press enter. So now what you have to do is get your verbatim, whatever disk you got. I still use the same ones that I've used. I forget when I made the last tutorial. It was a while ago though. I still use the same kind. They work for me. I maybe get one disk once in a while that doesn't work, but still you're getting the games for free, so you can't really complain. So what you have to do is open image burn. So I'll put all of these, the links to ABJX and so forth, in the description. Again, in case anyone watching this did not see my first tutorial. So I'm going to minimize, or I'll just exit out of ABJX, and I'll go into image burn. So this is a full tutorial on how to actually burn, because some people, like I said before, were confused. So I'm just putting the disk in the DVD drive at the moment. It'll show up here. Okay, well it came up on my other screen. So write image to disk. Right here, I didn't show this last time, I don't believe. I figured this out a while ago though. Supported write speeds. Some people are having problems with the write speeds. The lowest is the best, because then it's less likely to make errors. Okay, so my lowest write speed is 2.4. Yours might be like 3 or 2.5. It's sometimes weird. There is no 2.5. It might be 3 or 2, but 2.4 works for me because it's one of my default write speeds. So I would select from here, computer, disk 1, and the DVD file. And remember, you have to actually open the DVD file here. So if you haven't seen my first tutorial, you just right click open with, and Notepad. It's probably won't show up here. You just have to click choose default program. And you may have to search for Notepad. So if you do have to search for it, go to C programs. No, sorry, C Windows System 32, sorry. And just search for Notepad. And notepad.exe is right there. Okay? And that's the actual Notepad program. So just click OK. And then every .dvd file, and it just opened again on my other screen. It's kind of annoying. And every .dvd file will open with Notepad. So what you have to do here is copy the layer break. Go back to image burn. Go to Tools, Settings, and you'll go to Write. And it'll probably be like this, calculate optimal user specified. And you're going to go paste. And mine was already just set to that. So click OK. And now all you have to do is test mode. No. So I have the DVD file. I set the layer breaks. All I have to do is click burn. See? And this is what most people are confused with. So do not click this. Click right until end of disk. There will be enough space. There always is. Okay, so just click the truncate and right until end of disk. Okay. And it will start. And don't be worried, everyone gets these errors. They even showed in some downloads for the Xbox games, they would show a PDF of how to do this. I think some of the games I put in the description have this, a PDF of how to do this, and these errors showed up on theirs as well. So it's not like it's a rare thing to get these errors. Absolutely everyone gets these. If you don't get these errors, I would be a little bit strange or concerned. Okay, this takes about usually 20 minutes. It doesn't seem to be doing anything at the moment. It's writing the lead in. So I'll just wait until it finishes that, and then I'll pause the video and come back when it is almost done. There you go, so it just started. See, it slowly builds up to 2.4. It might go a little bit over that, it usually does. There we go, see, it goes a little bit, it goes 0.1% over. And it just slowly burns. You can see the sectors growing here, and it says, ooh, okay, 41 minutes remaining. It's a little bit longer. So I'll come back in 41 minutes. Sorry, I just realized another thing I should tell you. If you are in Windows, which I assume you are, I'm not sure how to do this in Mac, but I would go into Power Options. All you have to do is go to just press the window button, and then go into the search at the bottom and just type in Power. And Power Options should be in the Control Panel section. So then you just click on that and you get to Power Options. Just change plan settings and set to turn off display to never. And put computer to sleep to never. And then just save and just minimize this. So I did this because I realized sometimes when you are burning the disks, it sometimes gives you errors. And for some reason, because the computer, when it doesn't realize you're burning the disk, the computer, and then it just kind of shuts down partially when it goes to sleep. So it kind of messes up your disk, and it happened every single time. It took me 2 disks to realize that. So just make sure that the computer never turns off the display or goes to sleep just by doing the power options. And you can set them back to whatever settings you had before after the burn is complete. Okay, so I'll come back to you in 39 minutes. Hello, I'm back. I'm just checking in to show you what it looks like before it finishes. So right here, this is the only thing that would have actually changed. The session track layer, and it just tells you there's 2 layers, and just writes to both of them. So it's almost done the second one. It says it just finished the first one. That's why it can hold 8 gigabytes because there's actually two layers of the in the disk. That's also why it looks cooler. Okay, so I'll come back in 3 minutes when it's almost done. Hello, I'm back again. Seems I do this a lot. So it's almost done. 1 second. There it goes. So now it does this part. This part is kind of iffy. It kind of should, the finalizing this part. If you didn't set the right speed to the right setting, this part usually fails. This is what happened to me the first time I did the disc. My first disc, I think it was Prototype 2. It's still a good game. Yeah, this part failed. It just said it, and it kept trying. It kept getting errors. But it just stays at 0% for a while, and then it just goes right to 100, or it just pops up and sings you a little song, which you will hear hopefully in a couple of seconds. Because I'm not sure if you can see this, but my mouse is kind of spazzing out. Let's see. It's thinking about it. There we go. I don't know why, but that noise is just so satisfying when it finishes. And now your game should work perfectly. Okay, so if you don't understand what I did there, or the whole part of what I did, I would recommend going to my first video, which I'll put in the description. Um, sure, you can like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. Um, I will try to update, I will probably be putting more games into the description on my first video of what games I have tried out that actually work, because sometimes you can get games that just don't work. Like there's one Borderlands game where you have to play a song for 10 minutes in the background on the Xbox for it to actually work, because the person who burned it didn't burn the ISO right, didn't get everything out of the actual first DVD. So things like that. So I'll try and put those games that actually work in the description so you guys don't have to make the same mistakes I do. So thanks for watching. Hello again. Sorry, I did goodbye, but there is just one more thing I had to tell you about. Some people have been asking in the description on my other video that they didn't realize they actually had to flash your Xbox to get the games to work. So I'm just flashing is when you alter the firmware on the DVD player of the Xbox to allow it so you can play those games. Xbox, the actual company, sorry, Microsoft, the actual company. I'm really tired. They put up barricades in the software so you can't do that. So the DVD player knows that it's not a real Xbox game, so it doesn't allow you to. But by altering the firmware, it allows you to play whatever games you want, as long as it's a proper Xbox game. So that's it. So there's 4 different types of Xboxes, I believe, for the actual Xbox 360s. But for the Elites, or sorry, for the Slims, I'm not sure the different versions, but you should be able to find out on Google different methods of flash, and if the Slim is old enough, you should be able to figure it out. But if you can't, just comment in the description and I'll try and help you. Okay, thank you, I guess, again, for the second time. If you want to see more cool stuff like this, go to my website at pokeastuff.com. Just the background, Pokeastuff, and then .com. And comment, subscribe. I'll try and put more videos up like this to help you guys more with Xbox or hacking in general. Thanks. Bye.